Florida 78 West.
Well, I know this is named traveling from Florida, and I'm having a really hard time getting out of Florida at the moment. Just seems like I travel in South Florida. But today we're going over to LaBelle, a town on just north of Lehigh Acres and west of Clewiston. Haven't been over there for a while. I may take a detour on the way north and go by a small town called Venus on my way back up. We'll see what happens. Getting real bad about getting out of Florida, but towards the end of this month, I plan on making a short trip up to Tennessee, Ocoee River area. Go visit a few friends that live up in the mountains there, a different scenery for a couple of days, and then come back to Florida. Later in the fall, another couple of trips going north in Florida, one up to Cape Hatteras. That should be an interesting trip, nice drive. Haven't been to Cape Hatteras since I was probably 10 years old or less, so I'm sure I will recognize absolutely nothing, maybe just the lighthouse. And then in the spring, I plan on doing a driving trip out to Oregon again. It will be springtime, so hopefully the mountain passes will have snow in them, but still be passable. Not sure if the Suburban's going with me. If I have the trailer done, the Suburban's definitely going. If not, it may be the Honda again. But somehow or another, I have to go ahead and start taking longer video sections and clips, putting them together, and practice making actual videos. As the little shorts are nice, they have a picture to them, they have a little theme to them, little story, but I'd like to have the stories be a little bit longer. So somehow or another I gotta figure that out, and maybe just doing more short trips and putting them together as compilations of in and out of small towns, drive through the small towns. I kind of like watching videos like that other people shoot, but on the downside of that, I don't think going to every poor town in every poor state and telling everybody how poor it is exactly captures a picture of those small towns. So maybe there's a historic significance of a town like Iroquois, South Dakota, which I really like driving through, like stopping there when I'm in that South Dakota area. I find that town extremely interesting. On the south side of the Badlands. Just a nice little town, great history. Just world-class small town. LaBelle is kind of like that. This could be considered Buckhead Ridge. It's slightly to the west of Okeechobee. This road wraps around the west side of Lake Okeechobee, and it's about an hour to Clewiston from here. And I will go through Moorhaven on my way down, and at Moorhaven, instead of taking a left turn going to Clewiston, I'm going to do a right turn and head to LaBelle. Going to film the whole time because technically some of it will be trailer parks and most of it will be a matter of counting cows. I do believe that Okeechobee County has more cows in it than it does have people in it. Further north, there's cabbage growing and other row crops. Down here, it's basically cows. And RV parks. I don't know if they're growing or not, but there are many of them down here. The river we're going to go ahead and go over looks more like a canal, but it's actually the Kissimmee River. I guess this is Buckhead Ridge, technically, as we come into Glades County. General store here on the left side, and a Moose Lounge, or club rather, sorry. Moorhaven, 31 miles. A little more noisy in the Honda Fit, even though the Honda Fit is noisy anyway. The winder, or the electric window, the top pulley on it broke, and it slowly fell down. So I took the inside door panel off, and I have it propped up with a piece of PVC pipe right now, and have ordered the parts to fix it. There's a true Honda part to use, and then there's another company, Dorman, but the Dorman one seemed to cause issues, and I decided that paying for the Honda part was probably the smarter thing to do than relearning how to take that door apart. I'm sure I took it apart slightly wrong. I did watch the video after I took it apart because there was one part I didn't quite understand. I'd like to take it apart, pull the part out, and go ahead and replace the little plastic pulley, but I've been told that that's probably not going to happen. But it's basically a motor, a gear drive, and basically the type of wire that's used for in bicycles for brakes, in a constant loop with a set of pulleys. Probably a slightly simpler, cheaper one type of system than in older cars with the gear drives. Definitely